One of the big questions that I'll usually ask is, who do you feel your competition is today? And the answers are normally BDO, Grant Thornton. They're the firms that you'd expect to hear, and I'll usually ask them what they think about the banks and whether they're competition. And there's usually mixed responses to that. And I think that experience, David, we've always known, because we could look at around the world and why they did what they did as a CPA profession. It was because of the banks and the financial firms. They needed to level the playing field, and they needed to move into those areas just like those firms were moving into the accounting space. And so in Canada, we always knew that, but we didn't really have a lot of proof to sort of show that. Today, that's a lot different than it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, we had an individual, as you said, try and was interested in working with our firm, and I'd asked that individual what they did, and they worked with the bank and sort of said accountant, CA, and was interested in the path that I had taken and wanted to do the same thing. And I asked them what they were doing in the bank, and they said, well, I'm doing tax returns. And that was the first time that I had heard that comment, and it kind of threw me off. And I remember saying, well, no, like, what do you mean? Like personal tax returns, or like, and the individual said, no, I'm doing corporate returns and trust returns and all these, basically all types of returns. And then I said, well, how do you guys structure that? And how do you, are you billing clients, or like you tracking WIP, as you said? And, he's like, no, it's included in their service offering as part of the package. They don't pay for it. And so that for me, as a guy that has always had accounting in his blood, really kicked something off, because it scared me that as a profession, we're falling behind, and we aren't in a position where our regulatory environment will allow us to return the favor. And over time, that trusted advisor status that we had will be in jeopardy as other firms are able to add more value into traditional accounting space.